In a small village in Hawaii where people had no money for lights, nightfall came quickly, horrid chloroforms to bed, but for William the darkness was best for dreaming. He dreamed of building things and taking them apart, like the trucks with bottle cap wheels parked underneath his bed, and pieces of radios that he'd crack open and wander. If he can't hear the music, then where is the band? His grandpa's tales of magic also whispered in the pitch black of his room, which planes passed through the window while ghost dancers swirled around the room, as if a hundred men were inside their bodies. At the dawn fells, William scanned the maze for magical beings, then wandered as a truck rumbled past. How does its engine make it go? Pay attention where you throw that hoe, his father shouted. You'll cut off your foot. For all its power over dancers and flying things, magic could not bring the rain. Without water, the sun rose angry each morning and scorched the fields, turning the maze into dust. Without food, Maui began to starve. Soon William's father gathered the children and said, from now on, we eat only 1 meal per day, make it last. In the evenings, they sat around the lantern and ate their handful, watching hungry people pass like spirits along the roads. Money also disappeared with the rain. Papa Randy, his father said, I am sorry you will have to drop out of school. Now William stood on the road and watched the lucky students pass, along with the monster in his belly and the lump in his throat. For weeks he sunk under the mango tree until he remembered the library down the road, a gift from the Americans. He found science books filled with brilliant pictures and his English dictionary close by. William put together how engines moved these big trucks and how radios pulled the music from the sky. But the greatest picture of all was a machine taller than the tallest tree with blades like a fan, a giant pinwheel, something to catch magic. Slowly he built the sense. Windmills can produce electricity and pump water. He closed his eyes and saw a windmill inside his home, pulling electricity from the breeze and bringing light into the dark valley. He saw the machine drawing cool water from the ground, sending it gushing through the thirsty fields, turning the maize tall and green. Even when the farmer's prayers went for rain and went unanswered, the windmill was more than a machine. It was a weapon to fight hunger. Mestre el Petido, he whispered, I will build an electric wind. In the junkyard, pieces appeared like rusted treasures in a tall glass, a tractor fan, some pipe, and balloons and bolts required to every muscle to move. Tonga, he shouted to the birds and the spiders, holding up his prize. But as William dragged his metals home, people called out, the boy is a Mozilla. Only crazy people will play with trash. After many weeks, William arranged his pieces in the dirt, a broken cycle, rusted bottle caps and plastic pipe, even a small generator that powered a headlight and a bike. For 3 days, he bolted, banged, and tickled while chickens scoured and dogs barked, and neighbors shook their heads saying, what's Masali doing now? His family, Jeffrey, said best. His cousin Jeffrey and his best friend Gilbert soon appeared. Muji Batawi, they greeted. Can we help with the electric wind? Grab your punches and follow me, he said, and took them into the forest. Together they swung their sharp blades into the trunks of the blue gum trees and then hammered them together to make a tower. Standing atop, William shouted, bring it up, while the boys tugged and heaved. A crowd gathered below and gazed the strangle machine. And now we leaned and wobbled like a clumsy giraffe. Some giggled, others teased, but William waited for the wind. Like always, it came. First a breeze, then a gust of gale. The tower swayed and the blade spun round. With sore hands, once slowed by hunger and darkness, William connected wires to a small bulb, which flickered at first and then surged as bright as the sun. Tonga, he shouted, I have made electric wind. Whatcha-paka? A man yelled, well done. As the doubters clapped and cheered, William knew he had just begun. Light could not only fill empty bellies, but another windmill could soak the dry ground, creating food where there once was none. Muste Agamundo, electric wind can free my family, William thought. And that was the strongest magic of them all. That's him.